Welcome to Agape is Love, and thank you for joining us. We are a new evolving ministry, a unity community. Our outreach is a ministry of people for people who lovingly serve others in outreach to educate, promote, and provide opportunities for spiritual and community development. We are excited to share this edition of our service with you. Please leave us comments, like, share, and spread the word.
I wanted to share with you a story from my own past. In 2001, I read a book written by Shirley MacLaine, the actress, about the Camino. And it is actually the Camino de Santiago. It's a pilgrimage across Spain that many people have taken. And I really wanted to go on this pilgrimage. At the time, it just didn't work out. I wasn't able to do it. And as life happened, it just got further and further set back. And I mean, even though the book just really pulled me into it, I thought maybe someday I would do it, but it kept getting further and further away. And I kind of lost track of that dream that I had. And then about 10 years later, I was in a coaching class I was taking in Tempe, Arizona, and to be a coach. And the instructor was, it's very experiential, you work on yourself, and was asking me questions about myself. And I blurted this out that I wanted to walk the Camino de Santiago. And he was just kind of, oh, well, where did that come from? And I thought, that's been hidden there for a while. So I thought, well, you know what? I've got to be brave enough to go home and tell my husband this is what I want to do. So I decided to do that. So I got home and I told him, and I blurted out. He had never heard of it. I was surprised. So we decided to look into it, and it took us 13 months to plan this trip. Well, from the standpoint of the expense and everything, and it was going to take us 6 weeks to walk it, to backpack across Spain. So we had all the details worked out. We had the guidebooks. We had backpacks that were the lightest weight that they, could be. Sleeping bags that weighed just ounces that would go below 30 degrees. I mean, we were going to stay in hostels along the way, so we didn't know what we were going to run into on the way, how cold it would be or how hot it would be or everything. We had one outfit to wear and one to wash. That's what you do when you walk on this pilgrimage. Is you clean one and you let it dry while you're wearing the one that you from the day before. So I was very excited about this. We decided we were going to go, and my husband said, well, let's go into Paris. He'd been to Paris, France before. I had never been there. This was only my second time across overseas. And he said, well, let's go spend a couple days there. And it was amazing. I was so excited. I've never been in a city where the streets are lined with bicycles. And if you want a bike, you just take off on a bike and ride it. And then you park it, and then someone else takes off on the bike and rides it somewhere else. Oh, I saw the Eiffel Tower. It was everything I thought it would be and more. It was just amazing. It was colorful. It was fun. Of course, we did all the touristy stuff. We went and saw the Louvre. And I just stood feet, meters away from the Mona Lisa and her crooked smile. It was just fabulous to see all this in real live action. And so then we were there for 3 days. And then on the third day, we left on a train, and we took a train for about 3 or 4 hours to a small town called Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. And it was a port there against the ocean, and it was right up against the France and Spain border. And at the bottom of the Great Pyrenees that's the first trek you have to go up. It's 27 kilometers straight up a hill. Literally, it was just really, you go up and you swerve and you go up, and it was crazy to look at on the map. But we got there off the train, and we found our bed and breakfast, and we set our things down in our room, and we went and got our little passport, which was just a little way to stamp where each city that you've been in. It's really cool. And walked up and down these cobblestone streets in these colorful homes with the shutters open and the breeze flowing in, and just like in the TV, the people banging their sheets and pillowcases out of the windows and stuff. And stayed in this beautiful little bed and breakfast. And the next morning we got up and had a common meal with all the other pilgrims that were staying there as well. And we got up and stepped out onto the path for this. And I thought to myself, why did it take me 11 years to get here? What is this? And I'm still get sure right now because what came to me was God's timing. It is God's timing. And I am so grateful for it.